Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our weekly workout. Today we're going to work on the upper body and the postural alignment. And for that reason, I decided that today we're going to use a wall. So I hope all of you guys can find a free wall in your dwellings, wherever it is. And let's begin. So, the wall. I'm going to use the wall first to align myself and get myself a little bit taller. So whatever the time of the day it is right now where you are, it probably would feel like the wall is a little too straight for you. But don't let it fool you. The human spine is not straight. The wall is going to help the muscles to get aligned in a better way to sustain the spinal bones, the spine itself, and everything that attaches to the spine. So right now, I would like you guys to bring your back towards that flat surface of the wall. And try to press your body against the wall. Try first to place the back of your head, the shoulder blades, and the buttocks towards the wall. Bring your feet as close as feels comfortable to the wall. And let's stand like that for a few seconds. Sometimes if your neck alignment is a little bit not correct, in everyday life, it's gonna feel a little difficult or a little unfamiliar to stand like that. But trust me, that's the best way to do it, to realign your spine. Ideally, our head really needs to be on top of the spine and the back of the head needs to be aligned with the tailbone. So that's what we're doing right now, pretty much. Now, after a few seconds, when your body gets used to it, or when your body feels really tired after doing it, depending on how you feel, take a step away from the wall. Have your arms just hanging. Try to have your spine in the same kind of alignment as it was when you were standing by the wall. And see what is really supporting it. It should be your back muscles, the lats, and definitely it should feel like everything around your clavicles and shoulders is a little bit more open than before. Right now, I would like you guys to do it one more time. So we're gonna get ourselves by the wall. We're gonna bring those body parts against the wall again. Try to give the wall a gentle press, but not with those bones, but with the muscles. Let's see if we can spread out our backs a little bit wider, especially the upper middle backs. Upper back will be easier to deal with it. Middle back is a little bit more tricky, but it's quite doable. So I'm separating my legs a little wider so I have a better, like more of a stable stance, so to speak. Also, I'm going to place my hands on a wall. With the hands, every part of my inner arm that can touch the wall is going to touch the wall. On top of that, I'm going to give the wall a gentle press with all the body parts that do touch the wall. Primarily, I'm going to focus on the upper back, the arms, and the hands. The head, I'm not going to press. No need for that. However, I'm going to make sure that my chin is relaxed and it points down, not forward and definitely not up. Otherwise, the neck is not going to feel good. So as you're giving the wall a constant press, hopefully not too big of a press to imprint yourself into the wall, just in case it's kind of soft in your dwelling. But the point of that press is to try to make your muscles work evenly. The lats, the shoulder blade muscles, all the way around the shoulder rotator cuff kind of thingy that holds the shoulders together, and the upper arms. So the even press requires quite a bit of concentration. Try to feel the even exertion of your energy going through the arms and through the back. If you still have a little bit of attention span left after evening it all out, let's try also to press your feet down into the floor in a very even kind of way. And I know I'm asking too much, but just in case you guys want to do it, try to open up your toes, spreading them out wide. And guess what? The top, the icing on a cake, as they say, the cherry on a cake, whatever you want to call it, would be pressing your feet into the floor at the same time as you're gonna press the crown of your head upwards towards the ceiling, kind of sealing up that energy exertion. So I'm still pressing the wall and I feel like my muscles are working everywhere. Also, I'm trying to press my shoulder blades and my rib cage down towards the hips. Let's try to keep that energy exertion going for another 3-4 breaths if you can. And now we're actually going to focus on breathing. Breathing should be even. Breathing in, exhaling. So nothing strenuous is happening. If it feels like it's really uncomfortable, just stop immediately and try to get back into it on a level that you feel acceptable for your own body. And after 2, 3, or 4 breaths, after you feel like your body is really feeling differently, like right now, I'm feeling more open in my shoulder blades and the shoulder bones right now, as my arms feeling a little bit stronger and more relaxed at the same time. My legs, however, feel longer just because of that constant push down and the push up that I'm giving myself with the crown of my head, lengthening my spine. At the same time, widening my shoulder blades, widening the rib cage, and trying to reach for the wall with the tricep, the back of my arm. So I'm gonna stop that. Enough for me. I'm gonna step away from the wall. And right now, just to relax the body a little bit, I'm gonna give myself a gentle forward nod. I wouldn't even call it forward bend. Just sending my shoulder bones forward, releasing the arms down, letting your head, my head, to kind of hang down, stretching my back. I'm gonna send the middle of my back, the spot in between the shoulder blades, up towards the ceiling, making it the highest point in my body. So for that matter, I'm gonna bring my head a little bit lower. That also is giving me quite a pull in my lower back. I don't know how your lower backs are right now, you guys, but where I'm at is cold. New York City is a cold place right now, end of January. So dealing with the cold is really no fun, but it is what it is. So just to get the body back into the pliable state of the summer, I'm gonna take a little more time on those stretches and letting my body to relax. When it's cold outside, it just does take longer for the muscles to relax and feel like the surroundings are non-threatening. So don't be worried or concerned with that. Now, to be continued with the upper body. Right now, I still would like you guys to use the wall, and we're gonna practice wall push-ups and downward dog on the wall. So I would like you guys just to face that wall now, and we're gonna place your hands on the wall, spreading your fingers wide. So these are gonna be practice push-ups. You know, we're gonna step away from the wall, probably like 2 feet, something like that. Have your hands pretty wide, wider than your shoulders, and make sure that your whole palm is resting on the wall right now with your fingers spread. Now you're gonna give the wall a little push, but not too much of a push. As you guys breathe in, you're gonna bend the elbows, try to bring your breastbone towards the wall. And your exhale is gonna straighten your arms. Now, straighten is definitely a relative term. I never ever straighten my limbs to the point of hyperextension, like when the joint is really, really, really straight. I always have it a little bit on the soft side, the arms and the legs. Just safer, it feels better. So try to teach yourself to work out safely. We're gonna do it about 4 or 5 times. And if you guys feel good about it, feel free to do it 8, 12, more reps, twice a day, 3 times a day, anytime. It's just gonna strengthen your upper body. Things to watch out for. The shoulders. Shoulders are governed by the shoulder blade. And the shoulder blade must be pushed down no matter what you do. So the shoulder joint, first of all, it stays stable and safe. And second of all, through the shoulder blade, we just kind of give the directions to the body to use the correct muscles for all our needs that we use the upper body for. So let's do it. Hands on the wall. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Every exhale, I'm pushing my shoulder blades down a little bit more. Every exhale, as I push myself away from the wall, I do maintain the contact of the whole hand with the wall. And now guess what? I'm gonna do it with one arm, just for kicks. So I'm gonna bring my hand a little bit higher than my shoulder level. And as I breathe in, I'm bending the elbow, and guess what? I'm keeping my shoulder really low. I'm making a conscious point of it to pull all the muscles here around my rib cage, around my obliques, down towards the hip. So it's not the shoulder joint that's doing the work. It's the large muscle groups that are doing it. And here I go. The other side is totally relaxed. Again, I'm standing about 2 feet away from my wall. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. The exhale is when the work is really happening. Exhale. I'm just gonna do one more and switch myself to the other side. Definitely always do 2 sides. You don't want to be lopsided ever. And here I go with the other side. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. And the last one, exhale. And now, again, we're gonna just kind of relax the back, because if you were doing it correctly, all your strength right now came from your upper back and from your shoulder blades. So to relax those muscles is just kind of give them a little present before we start some other thing. So drop your hands again, or release the arms. Try to feel the arms getting heavy. Try to feel the fingers and fingertips kind of relaxing, dropping, melting almost. And right now, I would like you guys to do one more wall push-up, which is going to be a little bit more difficult, but not that much more difficult. So for this one, we're going to come actually a little bit closer towards the wall. We're going to have your elbow bending really close to your body, so it's going to work more of the upper arm. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. We're going to do it a couple of more times, just to take you through the alignment part here. As opposed to the other one that we started with, when your arms were widely separated. In this push-up, wall push-up, we're gonna have your hands kind of closer to each other, maybe in line with your shoulder bones. And the whole idea here is, as you're bending your elbows, you really want to feel your upper arm pretty close to your body. As you exhale, the same idea happens here again. You're gonna pull the shoulder down, you're gonna lower your whole rib cage down towards your hips. You're gonna try to engage your abdominals, your oblique muscles, and of course your lats is the main mover here. Let's go. So here I am in the perfect alignment, and here I go. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. So if those things are not hard enough for you guys, and they may not be so hard, feel free to get down on the floor and do exactly the same thing from the plank position. But those wall push-ups, I find them really good for those who feel like they just starting working out, or recovering from the injuries, or just want to kind of realign and reassess how to use the body more efficiently. Now, the last point I would like to make here, as you're doing those push-ups and presses against the wall, there is one body part that I did not mention, but it's kind of implied throughout the whole working out process. No matter what kind of work you guys do, the abdominals must be engaged and must be supporting your spine. Whether you exhale or inhale, your abdominals still must be engaged. They cannot be feeling like a flub. So even before you start doing any kind of movement, it's always important to have yourself aligned and supported through the muscles. Yeah. And the very last thing I would like you guys to do is, as you're standing by the wall, imprinting yourself into the wall. Try to imagine yourself like if you were two-dimensional. It's especially trippy around the rib cage if you kind of start thinking about it. Human rib cage is really round, but as you're trying to bring the muscles towards the wall, it's gonna start feeling like it's really becoming flatter, and that's a good thing. I think so. I'm gonna have you guys inhale and slide your arms out. And as you exhale, you're gonna slide your arms back towards you. So as you're sliding the arms back, you're gonna notice that the whole upper arm is being pushed down towards the floor. That is a good thing. The range of motion, let it be a pleasant range of motion, so to speak. So the arm, you're gonna extend it only like maybe at 45, 50 degrees in relation to your body, not higher than that, just because it's not gonna feel all that good for the shoulder, in my opinion, unless you know what you're doing and you want to go there. So let's inhale and exhale. As you exhale, do use the abs, do pull the ribs down to your hips, do scoop the belly buttons underneath the rib cage, Pilates style, just because it kind of makes more sense. Try it, you will like it. And this one you can do 5, 6, 7 times in a row. It may feel pretty tiring if you do it mindfully. So after you feel like your attention span kind of is gone, I think it's better to stop, recoup, do something else, and if you feel like you need to come back to it, do come back to it and do it again. So in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today for our upper body wall workout, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.